A change is any deviation from your planned execution of the project. If you look at a project broadly in 4 stages, you've got to win it, you've got to go out there and plan that project, you've got to go build it according to that plan, adjusting for any changes, and then you've got to go get paid for those things. So just know that any change, there's many changes. There's changes every single day on the project. That's what the project team is there to really deal with, cope with, and manage very, very effectively. Some of those changes are going to impact them positively. Some are going to impact them very, very negatively. Some of those changes you're going to get compensated for. Some of them you're not going to get compensated for. Some of them may come really, really easy. Others may go to litigation and not get settled out for years after the case. In either circumstance, you've got to start with their early identification of the change, quantification of the change, presentation of the change to your customer, and then work through the negotiating process from there. So if we dive in further, everything really starts with the planning stage of this. And you start with the overall project plan. What are the major milestones? What are the things that have to get accomplished over the course of the project? Breaking that down into phases of the project, breaking it down into 6-week chunks, and ultimately breaking it down into weekly work plans with very specific tasks. And your task is really where the rubber meets the road. And you've got elements of a great task. Number one, it's got to be clearly defined where it can be started and completed without interruption if all prerequisites are being met before starting. Second, the task description has to really align with the way that the crew is going to do it out in the field. Third is it wouldn't reasonably be broken down into smaller tasks throughout the day, throughout the week. And four, progress, and this is very, very critical, is that progress can be quickly and accurately estimated by anyone with reasonable field knowledge during a job walk. And so if you have your project broken down into tasks, then you've got to look at the outcome of those tasks as you've got basically 2 outcomes that you want to achieve. One's a schedule outcome. Did you start the task when you plan to start it, and did you finish it when you plan to finish it? And the second's a production outcome. If that might be, did the task essentially get completed for the cost and the hours that you were expecting to go complete the task for? And you want to go monitor any deviations from those 2 items. And those are your changes. And again, not all changes. You're not going to get paid for every single change that's on the project. But start with identification of changes. If that's the only thing you do is train your team to identify changes really, really effectively, that's the beginning of the change management workflow. And once you have that identification down, then you can work it through a very clear workflow process that's going to change for any type of particular project. However, you can work it through that change management process, and that's going to definitely improve customer satisfaction as well as improving your cash flow on the project overall as a contractor.